So the first two wines, hopefully you're pouring them in this order, Jason, not quite sure, but we've got two Chardonnays. One's called the Verge, this would be the Embankment, and this one would be the Verge. Sorry, got that wrong. So we're a small family business. We do not own these vineyards. So one of the key things that we do is I work with growers that have been helping me in my small company for the last 40 years. And these two growers are no exception. So we make wine, Chardonnay, in sort of three styles when you think about it. You think about warm fruit and cool fruit, so like pineapple, melon, peaches, apple, citrus, grassy. So this is the cool end of the spectrum. This is the warm end of the spectrum. The other two terms we use are structure. So a structural wine will come in the mouth like this, and things that make it tight, a temperature, carbon dioxide, wood, and acidity. And then a textural wine on this side of the chart is determined by pH, malolactic, fruit, alcohol, and sugar. So when we taste the wine, we think in structure or texture. And when we smell the wine, I'm thinking warm fruit or cool fruit. So the first wine you're going to taste, or maybe you're going to taste, is called the Verge Chardonnay. This is going to be more in what I classify as a Montrachet style. So if you know France, so it's going to be sort of peaches in the aromatic, and it'll have a little bit more vanilla and creamy character in the nose, and then in the mouth it'll sort of have a balance between structure and texture. Very fine wine, very clean, very perfumey, and for me this wine will smell exactly that. Dominantly peaches, a little bit of apple and ripe pear, and then you'll get this great texture all the way through. The Embankment is going to be a little bit different. This vineyard is called Embankment because it's nearer the water, and so it has this little hill that's man-made, little embankment there to protect the water from the vineyard. So the soil is a little bit more gravelly there, so thinner soil, and we're going to make this more in a Chablis style. So this wine is going to be much more structural than it is textural. So when you smell the wine, you're going to get a little bit more subtropical characters like melon and passion fruit, and then when you drink it, you're going to get that, shoot, am I hungry or thirsty? So that's the difference between the two wines. The Embankment being a little bit more tighter and more structural, and the Verge, which is going to have a little bit more texture and weight. Hope you enjoy them.